What's up, Bulldog Nation? Steve Leslie, YSNLive.com here at Combine Brothers Bar and Grill. Going to be the new home of the Poland Tigers. Poland Bulldogs, I'm sorry. Poland Tigers. They're going to play the Howland Tigers, the home of the Poland Bulldogs. Cannot thank everybody at Combine Brothers. Before we get going, this show will be starting next week. Every Monday at 7 o'clock, we'll have Coach Pav, a couple players. We'll incorporate some of the other fall sports. So looking forward to being a part of the Bulldog family, and cannot thank Combine Brothers for all they do for us. How about this, Coach Pav? A Monday night, not open, and an open up for Bulldog Nation. That's pretty impressive.
Oh, beautiful.
So
Beautiful.
Go down the list of some owners here. The owners are Susie and Craig Tyler, Poncho and LaDonna Thomas, Tim Dennison, Kevin and Debbie McKee, Max and Leslie, Dave and Sandy Cooper, Leonard and Nancy Mochek, and Bob and Kathy Sarenko. Cannot thank them enough, Coach Pav. And I have one for you before we get started. All the guys that are co-owners here are Bulldog graduates. How's that make you feel?
That's special.
It is special.
That's special. And, there's a uniqueness about the Poland people. And, it continues to this day for sure.
Yeah, let's talk about that. That's a good segment you went into that I could go off of. To have a place, to have the Combine Brothers each and every week, to promote your football team, not only on the field, off the field, everything you guys do. It's such a quality program. You are one of those guys I enjoy talking to you. How special is it to be able to do that each week?
It is, just the Poland people, the Poland community, they got a track record of supporting everybody, supporting all the sports, and they're passionate about their kids, and they're passionate about the school district. And, you can't say enough about them. It really is. It's a special place to be.
Yeah, it's a special place to be. Proud to be part of Bulldog Nation for sure. They will play the Howland Tigers, which I said earlier to start this show. They'll be going to Howland. We'll talk with Coach Pav about that at 7 o'clock next week. If you cannot make that game, we'll have it on YSN Live for you Friday night. Last Friday, you go to Salem, get a pretty big win, 38-6. And I talked to you a little bit off air. Salem's not an easy place to go win a football game, and to do what you guys did. Let's start with that. Talk about that football game and some of the things you're proud of.
Oh, you know what? Really proud of our bunch. We've had a good off season, and that continued on into the summer. And we got a big senior class, about 18 kids, and they want to leave their mark, and they worked really hard, and they prepared extremely well. And, it's not easy week one. It is not easy whatsoever week one. And I'm going down to Salem, about a half hour, 35-minute drive, first time experience on the bus and going there. Our seniors led the way, and, we're counting on those guys to have their career best year. And that's what they've been working towards. And, really proud of the effort. Everything wasn't certainly wonderful, but again, it's week one, and there's always things to learn and always things to get built to get better at. And we talked about those today a little bit. And hey, again, week one, getting a W on the road. Hey, we'll take it.
Yeah, shout out to you and the staff. A great 38-6 victory over the Salem Quakers. Staffs are important to you. You've been around football a long, long time. I know your staff, and you spend a lot of time. This is an opportunity for Bulldog Nation to learn a bit. Talk about your staff a little bit.
Really blessed. Really blessed. A lot of experience on staff. A lot of teachers. A lot of outstanding teachers on staff. Like our assistant head coach and defensive line coach is Luke Skinner.
Okay.
Luke's a Poland Bulldog. Graduated in the early 2000s. And he's just done a tremendous job with our D line. And again, he's our assistant head coach. Ryan Williams,
Sure.
Ryan's got an unbelievable track record there as an assistant coach and as a head coach as well. I was fortunate enough to succeed him, but I'm really glad that Ryan decided to be part of our program. He's coaching our linebackers. Rick D'Annunzio. I've known Rick for a long time. He was my student teacher at Lakeview back in 2004, and then he was on our staff for a couple of years there until he got hired here at Poland. And Rick just brings a wealth of knowledge, just does an unbelievable job coaching our H-backs and being in the press box, being my eyes and ears up top. And but Rick is just, again, he's an unbelievable asset to our program. Our wide receiver coach, Zach Kappen. Zach is in his third year with us, but Zach is a teacher out at the MCCTC.
Okay.
And Zach has a background. He played football at Waynesburg College for Coach Shepis.
Shepis, okay.
And and Zach just brings a lot of energy and a lot of knowledge, and he's really good at the pass game, and his relationship with the kids is top notch. And then Also on the offensive side of the ball is Anthony Fuller. Anthony joined us last year. Anthony's also a Poland grad in the early 2000s. Anthony also doubles as our running backs coach and our freshman coach as well. But Anthony has been an unbelievable addition as well. And then on the defense side of the ball, our defensive coordinator is Mike Lopahowski.
Okay.
I mean, Mike's a Hubbard
Hubbard,
grad.
okay,
Yeah,
absolutely. I remember that name. He was a quarterback. Very good with quarterback.
Safety.
Yeah, I remember that name for sure.
And he was a heck of a kicker. You know,
okay.
The trivia question there: who holds the longest field goal record at Lakeview Don Richards Stadium? And the answer is Mike Lopahowski, 51 yards in
That's
2010.
51 yards in high school, absolutely. Yeah, he was a good player.
We won't talk about that win that was behind him on the kick, but nonetheless, he kicked 51 yards, man. That's a boot. And but I always got to remind about who won that game, though. So, but Mike has done an unbelievable job. He's D coordinator for us, and he also played at Waynesburg for Shep. Okay. And so, but Mike's an unbelievable guy. He's also a teacher at the MCCTC as well. And so. Who am I missing here? Jeff Sabrin is our director of football ops. Okay. Jeff does an unbelievable job on the side, and I mean he's like my right hand man in terms of just keep me organized and keep me. Hey, here's what we got to do. You got this, whatever's coming up. But Jeff is an unbelievable asset, and I'd be remiss to not to mention really our administration with our principal Kevin Snyder and assistant principals Mike Snyder. I'm sorry, Mike Daly, and then our dean of students Ed Ashcroft. They are just huge, and our athletic director Brian Banfield he's a tremendous supporter and tremendous organizer, and he's a Bulldog through and through. Yeah,
shout out to all of them. I mean, again, you can't have a good football program, you cannot have a good athletic department and have the sports that the Poland Bulldogs have. So shout out to them. You talked about seniors. That's a huge advantage.
Yeah.
So for kids that have been there 3 years, this is what, year 2 for you? Year three for you.
Yep.
So they've been through the transition with you. They know you. They know your staff. Seems like a pretty tight-knit group here tonight.
They are. They really are. They're a tight-knit group. And, they've got, again, like I said, 18 is a big number. Today, nowadays, especially a school our size, you get around 15 or so. I think that's a healthy number.
Yeah, that is it.
When you have more than 15, that's even better. But more so than just the numbers is the quality of the kids. Like our 2 young men tonight here, Matt Bocherry and Ryan Snyder. They to me they epitomize of what them and along with their
18 others, seniors, 16 others, I should say,
but they're the ones that I wanted to be here, and but I said, but they're representative of the entire senior class in terms of they're really just unselfish kids.
And you don't see that a whole lot anymore. I mean, and
I
want to ask you this. No, exactly. That's
what
I was going to say. We did not live in the world that they live in.
No, it's
social
different.
Media, phones. You got a whistle from your parents, or you got something. It was time to come home.
Yeah,
that's important. I think it's important for players and kids to not only spend time with coach on a practice field, to know you off the field. And I saw the relationship, Bulldog Nation, when everybody got here. That to me, relationships off of field are more important than they are on the field. Is that fair to say?
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. It encompasses everything there. You got to. I mean, off the field, on the field, we got to be able to talk. We got to be able to understand what's going on and trust each other and you may not always agree.
No.
We may not always agree. No. Imagine that. Reasonable people can disagree and yet, but moving forward together, in a positive manner, is you do that, then your opportunity has a chance to grow.
Sure.
If you don't, then your opportunity is not going to grow. And at the end of the day, all we're guaranteed is an opportunity.
Right. 1 week at a time, and you get a chance to do something you love.
And that's where, again, with these guys here, and you can say it's about every single senior at the end of the day. And you can watch our tape. You watch our tape on last Friday, and you watch our tape from the scrimmages, and you just watch these kids play and watch them practice. They like each other. They like each other, and they are excited for each other's success. So, like when Cole Fulton ran 87 yards for a touchdown the other night, the first 2 guys that tackled Cole in the end zone, all right, Matt got him in the front, Ryan got him in the back, okay, and they were the first ones at him. And they're unselfish kids. They're happy for other people's success, but also to add to that, though, they're all also pretty tough kids. And if there's 2 qualities I think any coach wants in a football player, is being unselfish and being tough. And these 2 for sure epitomize that, along with their other senior teammates for sure. And some of the underclassmen are continuing to learn to do that too, because that's contagious.
Yeah.
And
Learning's a big thing, isn't it?
Yep.
Not only from coaches, learning from older players.
Mm-hmm.
And that
Oh,
probably for you, I mean, you're down in the younger levels, the junior high levels, the middle school levels. They were there that one day.
Exactly.
Looking up to guys that
Mm-hmm.
were there and now they're there. That's impressive. I cannot wait. And we'll get all 18 seniors. I promise you that.
So. Yeah,
we'll make sure week by week, even if we have to go threes, we will do that. But shout out to those seniors again. Poland Bulldog night every Monday night. We'll be going next week, Coach, at 7 o'clock. Cannot thank Combine Brothers Bar and Grill for all they do just to go over these great sponsors. Remember now, Bulldog Nation, all the males are Poland graduates. That is fantastic. Susie and Craig Tyler, Poncho and LaDonna Thomas, Tim Dennison, Kevin and Debbie McKee, Max and Leslie, Dave and Sandy Cooper, Leonard and Nancy Mochek, and Bob and Kathy Sarenko. Cannot thank them enough, Coach, like I said, and we're proud to not only be a part of Bulldog Nation, but now to be a part of the Combine Brothers. Howland Tigers.
Yep.
Is dangerous a good word?
Oh, yeah.
Coach Jones.
Coach Jones, Coach Jones.
He coached with you.
Yep.
So there's no secrets.
No, there's not too many secrets. He's a close friend of mine, a close friend of our program. And I know there's still some blue and white in him.
Yes.
Okay.
He would admit that. I think he would admit that. Maybe
and,
not on air with all of us, but
he's Coach Jones got a beautiful family, and I mean, 2 young boys that are going to be really good football players down the road if they choose to play. And but Coach Jones means a lot to our program.
I know he does.
And so we know going in. What I mean, that's to our advantage, I think, because we know, hey, they're going to be organized.
Sure.
They're going to give great effort. And they're going to get after you.
Yeah.
And then they're going to have a plan, and they're going to believe in that plan. And we got to be ready to go just like any other week, but this week especially because our opponent. I mean, he's been inside our locker room.
Sure.
He's been in the trenches.
He knows
he's
the players.
Been part
he knows
of our
the
big
coaches.
wins.
Absolutely.
He's been part of some tough losses. And but yeah, we got our work cut out for us this week.
That's a great hire for them too. I think
Absolutely.
You said he's going to do fantastic there. I like him as a person. I like him how he is with kids.
Yep.
They played a pretty good football game last week. I got a chance to watch a little bit of it. Niles obviously is going to be very good this year, but I noticed some of the things you do. Not a whole lot of penalties, not a whole lot of things that they're and as a football coach, week 1 to week 2, they say is the biggest growth, growth mark. So you're going to get that from them. When I take that to the Poland Bulldogs, what are something you're looking for this team to get a little better and grow with?
We want to continue to, get better at the fundamentals, where we have to, block better, play lower. Okay. And, defensively, we just got to continue to grow, continue to develop depth. Offensively, we got to be more efficient. We talked about the guys today where, on Friday, like we said, it wasn't all wonderful. We were, in terms of our goals, we won offensively, we were only like 42% efficiency on first down, first and second down for both, for that matter. And, we got to get better at that. We got to get better at that, where we got to get to our goal. And we do that, then that's going to help give ourselves a better chance offensively to do what we're capable of doing. And, but those things, and just getting better at the fundamentals. And, like I said, week 1 from week to week 2, if we're doing it right, then there should be some growth.
Right. And you'll see that.
Yeah.
I mean, those are the good eyes of this staff will see that. You brought something up, and I wanted to ask. This high school football season is so compacted.
Yeah.
Workouts, 7-on-7s, doubles. My question, is it hard to establish depth?
Yeah.
And see what you want to see, I guess, as a football staff, because you have to take care of players, their bodies, and do those types of things, I guess, is my question.
Yeah. To me, during the summer and that, I mean, obviously, weight room is really important about our growing, getting bigger, faster, stronger, like all programs want to do. And then during the spring and the summer where you're practicing, but you have your helmet on, not helmet on, but that's it. Okay. That's like one phase of it, but then you put the pads on, and real football starts.
Right.
And that's where we're in terms of practicing real football. There's really a short window because of what's been how the schedule's been handed out and so forth by the state. And it is what it is. Everybody's in the same boat. So, those days, like I said, in terms of developing depth, I mean, it is. I think it's a little more challenging just because, there's such less time, of practice and real football.
Right.
With the
physicality has to, at some point, take a step backwards.
Yeah. You gotta be able to
know what you're dealing with.
You gotta be able to, show, you know, that hey, when the pads come on, you know, that I mean, here's what we have to offer. And so you know, that is you know, that's a factor. So yeah, I think it's a little more challenging.
Sure.
You know, but also there's a fine line too in terms of numbers. I mean, we're able to today we dressed 37 kids for practice, 10 through 12. You know, and so we got to be careful about, you know,
Sure.
about banging too much because we got to keep people healthy. And so yeah, I think it is more of a, I mean, it's more of a challenge.
Yeah, that's
today,
an awesome
developing
answer.
depth.
I'm glad I asked you that. With Coach Tom Pavlansky, the head coach of the Poland Bulldogs. They're going to play the Howland Tigers Friday night in Howland. We'll have it for you on YSN Live. Before I let you go, I always like to ask your keys to beating a good Howland football team.
Yeah, you know, when you go on the road, you know, you got to make sure you take care of the
2
ball.
weeks in a row on the road.
Yeah,
I want to go back in Poland history and see how many times the Bulldogs have opened up 2 weeks in a row. It's going to be exciting to get a win against Howland.
Yeah.
There, I could say that. You can't yet,
No.
but and play a home game next week that we'll talk about.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, first things first, and we know we got to go over there and take care of the ball. We got to be able to you know, tackle well, and you know, we got to be able to play. I mean, play with great effort, great technique. Because again, I mean, Howland's gonna be fired up for their home opener.
Sure.
And you know, we're going into I mean, the Tigers' den. And you know, we got to have the mentality. Hey, we're down 14-0, getting off the bus,
right?
And get ready to go and go for a full 48 minutes.
Well, Coach, I love having you. Look forward to every week. Coach Tom Pavlansky, the great head coach here at the Poland Bulldogs, represents Bulldog Nation in the community so well. I got to ask, because I heard you talking, family's important to you, obviously. Talk about the family a little bit. A lot of different things going on for your family.
Yeah, a lot going on. You know, life goes on. You know, life goes on. You know, the kids are getting older every day. You know, along with us. And so, yeah, our oldest daughter is starting her first job ever as an 8th grade English teacher over at Boardman.
Okay, well, congratulations to her. That's fantastic.
Yeah,
keeping that education in the family.
Yeah,
that's
and
good.
so she's an assistant JV coach, volleyball. It is. I'm sorry. And you know, and then our oldest son, Steven, is in his 3rd year at the Merchant Marine Academy. And our youngest daughter is just had her first day of class here today at Tiffin University.
That's a great university.
So
Tiffin's a great place.
Yeah, it's a really neat place. Majoring in exercise science and playing volleyball. And then our youngest son, Tommy, is a junior at Lakeview in the marching band and running cross country and track. And so, you know, we're busy. We're
still busy.
Yeah, we're
and
busy.
It's still football season, and you can stay busy.
It's the best time of the year.
No,
and
it's
you know,
exciting times.
but obviously, nothing trumps the family. You know? And so
family's first. And I know I know all your family members so well. Shout out to you guys. There you have it, Bulldog Nation. Tom Pavlansky. Wish you the best of luck. Go get victory number 2, and we'll talk again next week.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Thank you.